What's going on, guys? I just woke up and discovered the latest ChatGPT OpenAI update. And I just wanted to walk through this together with you guys to show you kind of what's changed, what to expect, and how this update can benefit you, especially from an SEO perspective. So if you visit the homepage of OpenAI, it'll take you to this blog post. ChatGPT 4 Turbo, so their latest update comes with 128K context, lower prices. It's also a new assistance API, and GPT-4 Turbo with Vision, DALL-E 3, or the image API from DALL-E 3, and yeah. So some of the key changes are that the new GPT-4 model supports a 128K context window. Now, if you are using ChatGPT or the OpenAI playground, what this means for you is that you're able to add a lot more text, a lot more content to the model, to ChatGPT, to use for prompts, to use for creating content, to use for data analysis, to use for fixing internal links. You're just able to add a lot more content, and it's also going to have a much bigger output for your prompts, for analyzing content, for analyzing data, for coding, whatever you're going to be using it with. There's also a new API, Assistance API, which if you are using over here, I haven't had time to play around with this yet, but it does look kind of interesting. I wonder if it will load up with my, yeah, I haven't had time to play with this yet. It does look quite interesting. I'll take a look at that for you guys later on and see what we can figure out. And also some other interesting capabilities, vision, image creation using DALL-E 3 and text-to-speech. And just looking at the information overall, so the latest update wasn't even that far, but now it's coming. It's going to be able to provide data, just kind of like Bing AI, getting closer to what Bing AI is able to do. It's able to provide knowledge of world events up to April 2023. And like I said, the context window is 128K tokens, so you can fit more than 300 pages of text in a single prompt. So this is great for huge blog posts, if a lot of things, especially for data analytics from the standpoint of things like internal linking, looking at data from even Google Analytics, help using that to analyze multiple hundreds of pages of data. And if you're into things like programming or content creation, or there's tons of reasons why you want to be adding a lot more data to ChatGPT, and especially now in the playground, this is definitely available. By the way, if you are using the playground to get the latest update, click on this and then click refresh. If you don't refresh, you won't get it won't be working for the latest update. What's also interesting is that they're offering ChatGPT 4 Turbo at a 3 times cheaper price for input. So for longer prompts, for your prompts, it is going to cost you less, 3 times less, and it's going to be twice. It's going to be it's going to be 50% less, or 2 times cheaper for output compared to ChatGPT 4. Right, so you're looking at lower costs overall, while you are going to likely have longer content and you're going to be adding longer prompts depending on your usage. Costs overall, especially for the average person, is going to be a lot cheaper. There's a lot of other updates. What's most interesting to me is the assistance, which again I haven't had time to look into, but it is going to have things like a code interpreter. It's going to be able to pull knowledge from outside of their data models, and function calling for building your own things. One of the newest, and this has not showed up yet, but one of the most interesting other updates is their GPTs, right? So this is going to give you the ability to basically create your own tools using ChatGPT. There's a few things here. And this is a way that you can use their GPTs for a specific purpose. So you can make highly customized tools, and this has an enormous potential for SEO. Like it says here, you won't need any coding. You can just start working with ChatGPT. Businesses like Canva and Zapier are already using it. And there's even going to be a store where you can sell your own GPTs that people can use. What I found interesting is Rowan Chung here. He's got his own test going on. I haven't had time to test this yet, but he created a GPT which fine-tunes his Twitter posts and then pinpoints peak posting times for max engagement. Again, super simple, but incredible potential and upside. And if you go to his actual, the actual prompt here, right? Name, description, instructions. It's just a few sentences of instructions, and then boom, you run the prompt, and then here is the output, right? So you have the output here already. It's telling you when to post. It's giving information about his actual post, and it's even improving it. So there's an enormous potential. Just from an SEO standpoint, I'll be trying to use this for YouTube. I'll be using this for posts, for things like internal linking, updating content, existing content, creating new content. Yeah, huge upside, a lot of potential for these GPTs. And again, I think this is going to really disrupt the world of things like SEMrush and Ahrefs, especially as people move away from number-focused keyword research to kind of that topical relevance and semantic relevance. And it's just going to make it easier to jump into everything that AI has to offer. As you can see here, I mean, it's making stickers, explaining board games, creative writing coach, laundry buddy, huge potential for things like chatbots or even GPTs. And while this does seem like it's going to be saturated, guys, a lot of people, most people, 99% of people, other than the people in our industries, are not using ChatGPT. So again, huge potential upside for this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be using it for your own needs. I'll be giving a close look at assistance in the next few days, so I can hopefully provide you guys with some more insights. And what's also interesting, some of the other updates is ChatGPT 4 Turbo with images. So now you can add images as inputs, which can be useful, and the DALL-E 3 integration, right? So now you'll be able to start creating your own images a lot easier, right? Things like infographics, custom unique images for your blog posts, stuff like that. What I find interesting as well is the text to speech. Currently, and if you guys want to go to the URL and play it, doesn't sound that great, but again, this is going to be this has the potential to be highly disruptive for a lot of niches, and it is really cool for even things like creating YouTube videos. If you want to go one of those like faceless channels, creating YouTube videos that scale using AI and stuff like that. So a lot of potential here for the text to speech, and then just some additional model customization. It's really interesting that we're looking at a lot lower prices, so they are bringing down their costs, which you can see here. Higher rate limits, and yeah. So apart from that, apart from the GPTs and everything else, some of the other interesting uses is you'll definitely now be able to use GPT, especially if you're using the playgrounds, to create a lot more content at once and at a higher scale. So for your content heavy sites, GPT-4 is going to be, or the new GPT-4 update is going to be super useful. You'll be able to create custom images, right? So better image creation, which you want from a user experience standpoint, and there's tools. The actual GPTs, I think, has a lot of potential here. I can't wait to dive into this later today. And apart from that, the data is just going to be more accurate and up to date. So you'll be able to improve your content. And yeah, that's all I have for you today, guys. I'm going to take a look at the assistants and GPTs once I get back, and hopefully be able to share another video. But it is really interesting that the new GPT-4 has been updated, that a better version is out, and I can't wait to jump into it. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.